Picture this. You're someone who performed on stage, read the school notices at their house parades, emceed school events in front of 2,000 plus people, but you still hated saying hello to people in public, had to repeat the script of fast food orders in their heads, and couldn't look anyone in the eye. You think someone who was confident performing in front of large crowds with the prospect of making a mistake was comfortable going out in public. That was me. It was only 12 months ago that I started feeling comfortable with myself and confident. I figured it out, so it might help you. And during this process, I realized that being confident is not some personality trait you adopt, but is built on results and gaining competency. Here's how I built mine. Get a job. If you don't know me, I didn't go to university straight away, instead opting into the workforce. Now, if you are going to university, great. You've taken up the full-time job of being a student. I make the point of getting a job as a way to get competent at one dimension of your life. A job gives you the opportunity to be trained and adopt responsibility in helping others. If you can, I recommend some form of a sales job. In terms of commitment, something full-time. My time working for a car dealership and now at a bank gave me a lot of pride by the fact that I was being paid full-time hours. And I want to address the stigma around wanting a job. Of course, the dream is to work wherever and whenever and not having to answer to a boss. But for someone who only just got thrusted into the real world, those 38 hours are an opportunity to learn and get better. All the rejections, closing deals, and hours working in sales allowed me to have a confidence that I was making good money and becoming competent at a skill. Go to the gym. What better way to show competency than through physical prowess? I remember signing up to the gym for the first time like it's yesterday. My colleagues from the car dealership were all talking about their workout routines. Originally, I would say that working out at home was the best way to build muscle, but there's only so much that bodyweight exercises can do. I think as well, it was because I didn't want to work out with other strangers. So, call it peer pressure, but I finally made the effort to sign up for the gym. I pulled up to the parking lot. For a good 5 minutes, I sat in the car, contemplating whether to walk in. Remember, this is the same guy who would ask for the sale from customers with $120,000 cars. What the hell should I be scared about? But I still was. I don't do it today, I'll just go another day to sign up. Feeling my heart palpitating, I got out of the car and started moving. The response to my thought of procrastination. I will look more like an idiot if I started walking up to the front entrance, only to walk back. Finally, I got to the front desk. This might be the same account of events when you sign up. The thing is, the person you're talking to at the front desk is trained in sales. Their job is to get you to sign up, which you have full intention of doing. But I thought after signing up was the end of my nerves. But I think it was only after the 8th gym visit where I felt comfortable in actually working out with other people. A crutch to be aware of is relying on people joining you to go to the gym. Rip the band-aid off and go by yourself. You eventually realize that no one gives a shit. And for the most part, people are considerate and friendly. To the victors go the spoils. If you stick to going to the gym, benefits include looking jacked, better mental health, confidence. What I think is the greatest benefit of all, that feeling when you wear the same shirt and it's slightly tighter fit around your arms. But seriously, I know it might seem superficial to care about looking better or the prospect of attracting a future partner with the same said good looks. Do it for you. Stop watching porn. The amount of cope I've listened to about this amazes me. I distinctly remember having a conversation with someone knowing they would experience bad feelings after releasing and they would still willingly deal with it by watching porn and masturbation. And as a vice, pornography and masturbation feels more taboo to talk about due to its sexual nature. If I were openly talking about alcohol or drug use, no one really bats an eye compared to the looks of disgust when you talk about pornography usage. And I want to clear up that stigma by talking about it. I feel more confident by cutting out this vice. I'm not necessarily suggesting that we take out any form of sexual energy. What I notice is when I'm free of pornography, my feelings of attraction for certain people is stronger by the fact that I am present. Recently, I had a trip to Brisbane with my friend. We would point out the pretty people that would walk by. By not having porn as a crutch of sexual release, you can just sit presently with the feelings of attraction without that mundane feeling of guilt. You stop looking at people as projections of sexual fantasy. You see them as who they are and being appreciative of that. That was the main feeling I felt, guilty for committing an act that I knew was bad. And whether it was my good conscience or the Holy Spirit, let me note, it has to be a conscious decision. I guarantee you, the best way to lose confidence is voluntarily feeling bad about yourself. And every time I indulged in such, I got exactly that, a perpetuating feeling of self sorry. Isn't it better to interact with a real woman rather than have a parasitic relationship with a hypersexualized projection of one? Doing the work. After doing these 3 steps, here I am today. I currently work full time, go to the gym, stopped watching pornography, and looking forward to my future. Confidence does not work in a vacuum. There is the piece of being comfortable with yourself. Confidence is in relation to our interactions with other people. How you present yourself, your stature, tone, ability to look people in the eye. We are social creatures. You want self confidence, but what you actually want is confidence in relation to interacting with other people and not seeking their validation to feel secure with yourself. With that, by feeling confident with yourself, that's then when you can stop taking yourself seriously.